Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Game-Based Learning in the World Language Classroom. The why, what, and how. We're on section 3 of my book, The How. I'm walking through some actual games to give you ideas of how to apply language in your classroom. I'm Madame Sensei. I teach Spanish, French, and Japanese to high schoolers out here in the beautiful but extremely rainy Pacific Northwest. If you want to help me think of more games, reach me at studio-nemo.com, Minecraft Education Ambassadors, or the Minecraft Teachers Lounge, the Duolingo Educators Network, or of course right here, comment on the YouTube video. We're on chapter 12, and we've been talking about card games that need drill and kill. You've got to have drill and kill, and you need to teach vocabulary. What better way than with some card games? This is part 2. In our previous episode, we looked in depth at Go Fish. And today we're going to look at 2 other card games you can do with that exact same deck of cards. Okay, so one, of course, is your old standby memory matching game. You can put the students in pairs. You can put the students in 3. Any more than that, and I think you have other games to play. Okay. You can create the 2 sets yourself, or you can challenge your students to create them and then give them to another group, small group, and challenge the students to teach each other that way. Let me also say that cards do not have to match in size. You don't have to have a square card that matches with the square card. They can be 2 different cards. They can even be 2 different colors as long as the students are matching from column A to column B. So you could do this old standby picture on one card, the word on the other card. You could have the word on one card and a translation on the other card. You could have the word with a picture and a second card that's the exact same thing. Okay, so you basically just print your deck twice and you're good to go with that, because really you just want the students saying the word. Doesn't matter how they do it. You could have them do one card with the masculine form and one card with the feminine form, one with present tense and one with future tense. You could have half of a sentence on one card and the other half of the sentence on the other card. My very favorite to do is some conversation that you want the students to have. Maybe it's a customer and a waiter, a salesperson, an item of clothing you want to buy, boss and employee, whatever conversation you want the students to have, having them match up what the first person says with what the answer to that is. Next one I talked about in a GLAD video, and I'm just going to put that video next. $20,000 pyramid. I'm an old lady. When I stayed home sick from school, when I was in kindergarten, this was always on TV, so I'm intimately familiar with it. You can have 2 people, you can have 3 people, and you have to decide if person number 3 is guessing or helping with the clues. You can play in very, very small groups, but I described this in another video, so rather than making this video long, I'll just put the next video in. Okay, but basically, in a nutshell, you've got 2 students guessing. One student is giving clues. They've got the card in their hand, and they're looking at the card. And the other student is guessing. So they might say, the person with the card might say it's red. The guesser guesses strawberry. Person with the card says, oh, it grows on trees. Second person says cherry. Person with the card says, the FFA sells them in November. And the guesser says, oh, it's apples. And then I always put up some kind of scaffolding on the board. This was when we were doing food, because the students who don't need the scaffolding aren't going to look at it. The students who do need the scaffolding are going to look at it. So that's how I build in my differentiation. Everyone is 100% engaged. Everyone wants to win the game. And I find that the scaffolding gets them there rather than slipping into English all the time. All right, so I'm just going to put that $20,000 pyramid video right next. And then the video after that, we're going to be talking about, this should say part 3, more card games that need to be drilled and killed. There we go. All right, see? Flexibility is the name of the game when you're a teacher. All right, hope to see you there.